Alright, we got a new video. We're going to talk a little bit about lopsaw. A lot of times you see the lopsaw motion. And basically the best way to practice it in the beginning, both of you are turned on the side at an angle shift here. And one guy is in front of the other guy at this range. Let's talk about a couple things first. When we do the lopsaw motion, Ken does lop, I do lop, he does lop, and so forth. Let's understand the lopsaw motion first. You can find the lopsaw motion in the form itself. Right after you have the funza motion, lanza motion, and here's your lopsaw motion. And if you look at the lopsaw motion, it's a circular motion here. See? From here, exactly from the form, in and out, going straight in a circular motion. Okay? Now, why am I going over that first? Because a lot of times when people do lopsaw, a lot of people are trying to do this. You can see that. Let's try that again. See how I'm coming here and trying to punch it? It's not a punch. You're not coming in and out. If you try to do it that way, keep walking. If you try doing it that way, you're basically killing the power of the motion. Okay? Let's look at exactly what it does when you're actually applying the lopsaw. Let's say 10 lops again. When I actually do the lopsaw, look at the motion. Don't block this guy. When I do the lopsaw, the two hands are going forward. Okay? Just like in the form, I have two hands coming forward. I'm not going one hand pull back, one hand come here, and then lopping. Okay? It's two hands in the form that goes forward when you apply it. So when I do this hand's going forward, and this hand's going forward at the same time. Okay? Let's talk about that. So right here, two hands have to go forward in order for you to apply the lop. If you have one hand go back and pull while the other hand goes forward, you're basically blocking yourself. So just by looking at the form itself, you have two hands basically going forward in this motion. Next, understanding the motion again, you go back to the few lopsaws again. Look at the whip motion. Don't block this. When I whip, look how it comes circular, and then I'm going to hit at this angle. If he wasn't there, and I was trying to apply the actual hit itself, I would not be going here and then going straight to hit him. Right? I'm not going here and then straight. Just try to do that fast. You can't do a natural motion. But if he's here and I go, boom, I can actually have that full motion of the whip with it. Because that's the actual natural motion. If you go here and then cut the motion in a sort of like driving, you could drive straight easily. But if you start veering off the path, it's basically going to slow down the motion. Same thing here. When I go from here, I continue that circular path motion and then apply the lopsaw from that point hit. I don't go from here and then try to straighten it out and try to punch him. That's not the purpose of the hit. It's not a straight on hit, it's a circular hit motion. If I was trying to cut through him, I would go here, and basically it would continue over like this in a circular motion for the hit to continue. Okay? So if I'm here, this is the motion. It whips the motion to here in a circular motion. Alright? A second thing you'll remember with the lopsaw when we're here. You have to work on the timing of it, if he's here. You have to basically have, as soon as this motion touches, this whips at the same time. Don't go like this. In the box, right? Good. Don't go 1, 2. See that? 1, 2. 1, 2. This is great. The timing's late on that. Lead ourselves again. But as soon as I touch, whip. Okay? Try again. As soon as I touch, whip. Okay? As soon as I touch, whip. You don't want to have that delayed motion when you do the lopsaw. Okay? In other words, 1 then 2. Alright? That's another thing to work on when you're doing the lopsaw. In addition to that, what else? What else do people screw up with the lopsaw? A lot of times with the lopsaw, this is something you can't see on the camera, but you can actually work on too. A lot of times when you do the lopsaw, you lop and then you whip. The amount of pressure on the lopsaw hand is greater than the whip. Okay? You only need a certain amount of control to do the lopsaw. If you put 90% on opening the line, you only have 10% power to do the hit. You don't want to do that. You want to be able to kill the person with the hit, not basically open the line. Okay? It's sort of like the door. Here's a door. You only need a certain amount to open the door, and then the rest you can basically run through. You have the door wide open, and you won't be able to get through. Won't be able to deliver the amount of power that you want to do with the hit. Just enough to control it, and then the rest to deliver the hit. So, one thing to be aware of when you're working on this lopsaw hand, make sure. As soon as you lock the field, the power on both hands should be basically even. From this side to this side, it should be even. You shouldn't have like 70-30, 90-10 when you're practicing this particular drill. Okay, you want to basically be locked, lock, even, lock, even, lock, even, lot even. Okay, so right now we just basically focus, I said basically a lot, but right now we're just focusing on the lock saw motion itself. The other aspect that we'll cover next time is the bong saw, and that is really one of the things that a lot of people struggle with. A lot of people try to jam their bong saw in every single time when they're doing the lock saw, and you know, it's not unusual for people to come to me is like, why does my shoulder hurt when I do this drill? It's not supposed to, okay? So you're not trying to gain more muscle doing bong saw. Your application of the bong saw is actually incorrect. You're basically clashing the techniques together every single time. And when you do that, you're feeling the blunt of the force when he does that. And that's a whole different subject that we'll cover next time, basically.